Welcome
What's
back.
up, my
I'm
people?
JG. That's
What's up,
that guy over
JG?
there. That guy's Jaw. What's up, Jaw? How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, dude. Just living life. Life is lifing, right?
Life is lifing, bro.
All right, let's get into this. We kind of talked about it before we hit that button, but today, people, we are going to talk about things we learned out, like not from school. School didn't help us with some of these things. Does that sound right?
Yeah, my mind's already going, bro.
Good,
So
good. Okay, so first off, did you go all the way? Did you make it all the way through school? Did you graduate high school?
I did graduate high school, yeah.
Okay, when you first graduated and that next year, the first day of school, and you didn't have to go, you're just like, what was your first reaction?
I can't. I have no clue. I don't remember.
I
There's.
remember just wanting to get out of my parents' house.
How do you remember such a day?
I remember the day I actually ran away 3 weeks before I moved out because I never ran away before, and I was like, "Well, what are they going to do now?"
Huh.
I was, I was ready for the opportunity, but I was not ready for what was going to happen.
I
Does
think by
that
that
make
point, yeah, I was already checked out, bro.
Were
School was
you?
done. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually continued though at like junior college, some online stuff, but
I think you have a lot more respect for it as you get older.
yeah, School of Hard Knocks is where you learn most of your life, right?
Right. Like I
It is the
remember,
School of Hard Knocks. I just
I think that's just a made up school.
yeah,
It's a
like you just
metaphor for, I think it's a metaphor, right?
you're learning it the hard way, learning from the street.
Yeah. Learn
That's
life the
right.
hard way.
Yeah, that
Um,
definitely happened.
I definitely got evicted from my first apartment, and it was not great. And that wasn't
Wait,
something I learned in school.
evicted from your first apartment.
Yeah. I lived in a one bedroom. I had like 12, 13 people there when I got evicted. I mean, we were doing things we weren't supposed to. Got raided. Nobody took the blame for any of their shit. I had to take the blame for all of it because it was my place. And then basically, I got robbed while I was in jail. Everybody stole all my shit.
So, what did you learn, JG?
I learned that being aware of your surroundings and who's in it is big. Kind of being able to read people because that wasn't something that school taught me. You know, if anything, school taught you to try to respect everyone equally, and I think that
Yeah, well, are you talking about the institution or the actual act of going to school? Because
no,
going
like
to school teaches you all those things. It's just not something that we think about looking back at it,
I don't,
right?
I
Looking
guess I
back,
guess
you think math, English, social studies. You don't think
yes,
about the interaction
calculators,
you're having
equations,
with all your peers.
right? No, I definitely. Well, I don't think because even teachers would get mad at you for standing up for yourself. Sometimes, you'd be like, "Well, they're the ones who started it. They didn't give a shit."
Yeah, I'm gonna
Right?
stay out of that one. No,
Okay,
well,
that's fine.
I don't know because the thing is did it really matter? Maybe your teacher was right. Maybe your teacher's like, "Yo,
No, I
just
think
keep
you
it,
need to be
just
able
sit
to
down and
I
shut
think
up."
everyone should have their guard up as far as who they accept into their bubbles.
I think that everybody should let their guard down and
What's up,
not,
everybody? I got 3 of you tuning in. Appreciate you guys.
what's
You
up,
said
man?
like, is when you
Let
say
your
let
guard
your guard down,
let your guard down, man. Let love just flow.
it ain't
And
that easy. It's not that easy.
well, it kind of is.
Because love what is love to you is not gonna be love to me.
But what you're getting to is expectations out of other people is what you're starting to delve into
Yes,
there,
but,
right?
yes, but there's serial killers grew up in schools too sometimes. It's not like, you could be sitting next to this kid and be like, "I love you, let's hang out and be friends,"
Well, okay,
and then
so
they end up killing 30
I'm
people in
not
their
saying I'm not saying hang out with everybody. That is not what I'm saying.
I'm saying that you need to have your guard up to an extent, okay?
Hmm.
Everybody has filters, right?
Let's define what our guard is. Like, how do you get your guard up?
When you
No,
can
stay
read.
away.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Is there people that you've ran into and maybe had 2 sentences with, and you're like, you're not somebody I want to be around.
I mean, sure, yeah, it definitely happens, but then you just keep on walking, right?
Not when you're sitting next to each other in school.
So, but why do you need your guard up for that?
But it prepares you for when you do get older, man.
Hmm.
I mean, in school, you have these adults that kind of cater to those situations, right? So, like when you are the adult and you don't have that, and you have to do it yourself, if you don't have that experience, then you're learning the hard way. And it's not necessarily that you shouldn't, but I mean, you should know some of that stuff. That's some things that should be taught in school. They don't have classes for that stuff.
I agree, but I do still think you learn it from school as well, though. It's not something you notice, I guess.
Social,
Hang on,
I think
respect.
social interaction is necessary if that's where you're going.
Yeah, I'm just talking about your life experience, because
Yeah.
really that's what you're learning from is your life experience. So if you choose to go to school, then that's the life experience you're having, or if somebody chooses that you have to go to school.
Or has
So do you
anybody
think?
ever told you? Have you ever met somebody that they're like, "Oh yeah, I was homeschooled," and you're like, "That makes sense," because they're just a little, they're just odd. They're just off.
I no. I mean, I'm a little
I've met
odd
at least
or a little
3 or
just
4
off.
people. Now, I've met at least 3 or 4 people that have been homeschooled, and I'm like, "That makes sense,"
Bro,
because they're
everybody is a little off. So you can look at everybody and be like, that guy's a little off. And you would be right. 'Cause, I mean, look, I look in the mirror and I say, hey, that guy's a little off. And
But
I'm like,
we're
ooh.
talking now. We're kind of talking about social interaction here, and that's like there's you can walk up to somebody, have a normal conversation, and walk on, and then you can have a conversation with somebody, and be like, and like in the back of your head, you're thinking, "There's something wrong with this dude or this," eh, and then it's like, "Oh, I was homeschooled." And you're like, "Knew it."
No. To all the homeschooled people out there watching this, I ain't got no problems with you. I think your
I don't
kid chose
either.
the way you
I pick
are.
on myself, so I'm picking on you guys right
So
now.
hold on.
Okay,
Were you homeschooled?
I wasn't, but I know several, and I do know
And they're a
that
little off.
I know from personal experience with COVID, my children were homeschooled for a little while because they had to be. And the difference of how they acted when they were homeschooled from when they went back to school, totally different.
Yeah, but you got to realize too the teacher, you know,
Mhm.
aka the parent. So if they're being homeschooled, that parent's got to know what they're doing. Well,
Yeah,
actually, I take that back because you can't actually ever know what you're doing as a parent. Like you
exactly.
just
And
you
have
don't
I
know.
don't know, have you ever homeschooled? It's not easy. It is not easy. It's very difficult.
I personally would have a teacher that is not me
Mhm,
helping with certain subjects.
mhm.
I do feel that I already do homeschool, and I hope I'm doing good at it. I try my best, and I think that not having a bar to set to try to achieve to is just actually trying my best really helps a lot as well.
But see, when you're homeschooling, you have a bar because they give you a curriculum that you have to hit.
Well, see, you're talking about the system and the limits and
Yes.
and that's the part I wouldn't deal with.
Right.
I'll go volunteer at school.
But then we're missing from that aspect as the parent and the teachers ensuring that the child gets the social interaction because they're missing that from school. They need to make sure they're getting that social interaction.
Hmm, interesting.
It is.
Well, well, it's funny because you think they need social interaction, and to some extent, like you have that
I
bar
do.
set in your mind, yeah, and that's not necessarily true. I mean,
I think
obviously, you don't want to stick a kid in the
what
closet.
no, but do you think that they would be okay not have I mean, do you think that you would have been fine just not having the social interaction?
So I try not to play that game. Do I think I woulda, shoulda, coulda game?
Okay.
Just because here we are,
Yeah, we're talking about children.
children, right? So if I was looking at this from what do I think is best for children perspective,
Right.
I would say you don't know. You never know. I would say give them both a try and let life happen.
That's
I'm
fair.
not, you know,
At the end of the day,
because what do we
that's
really know what's best for somebody, or if it was the best, or turned out the best, or you don't know. And not to mention, where is this best coming from? What is the best? Is the best something?
I didn't say best. You did.
Well, somewhere along the lines, best got brought up, and here we are.
I don't I don't remember best being brought up.
We're
I remember
talking about it right
we're talking
now.
about social experience. Yes,
So,
now we're talking about it. I don't think best is like it's so individual based. So I mean, best for you is not best for me.
right, right. Yeah, I think we're on
So
the same page there.
yeah, I mean, I guess from the perspective of the kid who didn't have the social interaction, if they grew up and didn't care for it, then whatever.
Right. And we'll never know what woulda, shoulda, coulda been. So we don't. I guess that was best for them because that was the life
Yeah,
they led.
I
Maybe.
don't know. I don't.
Uh,
I feel like I learned everything the hard. A lot of things the hard way, and
hmm.
social interaction had a lot to do with that.
So social action, social. What did you say?
Social
Social
interaction.
interaction had a lot to do with it.
Yes.
Hmm.
That's how I kind of learned how to read people and not be a pushover and accept that
Whoa,
you
whoa,
don't.
whoa! Who said you're not a pushover?
I'm definitely not a pushover. I used to be.
I used to be.
I 100% used to
I
be.
find
I
that
would tell
very
you that.
hard to believe. I,
What
I,
that I
I
would.
have that you're not a pushover.
What do you mean? Like, what's your why?
I don't know. Just sounds good. Good TV talk. We got viewers
It is
watching.
great. It's great TV talk,
Yeah,
but I'm trying to
yeah.
think. I'm like, how was it? Okay, I know I used to be because I let people run all over me,
The
but I
truth is
definitely
I
don't
don't
do that
know if
anymore.
you're a pushover or not. I know you're a genuine guy. You're a
Okay.
nice guy,
Well,
and you do good things for people. But whether you're a pushover or not, I couldn't tell you.
okay. What are you when we're talking pushover? What do you think pushover means?
Pushover is like somebody that gets ran all over, does what other people want, and it goes against what he wants, and he just does it to please them and gives in, gives in, gives in. I'm kind of a pushover, actually. Now, come to think of it.
I actually don't think you are because I've seen you in your lives and I've seen how you interact with people and you shut them down when it's necessary. You allow people room to talk, but it doesn't mean you let them run all over your show either.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Well, I mean, a pushover would just be somebody that just allows it and accepts everything. In
Just
my
like,
mind, whatever. What's
yeah.
mine's yours, whatever. I don't care what the outcome is.
Well,
Now it's like, man, I know, like, for example, when we do these, I either have the time or I don't. I'm not gonna set something up just and be like, cool, and I'm gonna tell my family to fuck off so I can do this. You know, I would rather not set those standards of I have this time that I need to do this.
so right now I have a little dilemma, right?
Right.
Because when I look down at you, I could tell that my eyes over here are looking down, but when I look up there, I don't know what I look like when I'm looking at it.
Okay.
So, like, right now, does it look like I'm looking right at you?
Yes.
And right now, does it look like I am?
No. It
Yeah.
looks like you're looking
See?
down.
Yeah. See? That's
Good
right.
shit.
Let's
That's good.
go. All right,
That's
real
good.
quick, to anybody that's watching this right now, please leave a
Uh,
comment.
uh-huh.
Right now,
We got people on
you're
Twitch, we got people on YouTube, we got people on Rumble.
yeah.
Leave us a
I would
comment.
appreciate a comment, so that way when
What is a life lesson that you guys have learned without like not from school? Throw it in the comments. Let's talk about it.
hmm, okay.
Let's see. What do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? You think we're gonna get a comment?
I'm not sure, and I don't care honestly if it's right now or if it's 10 days from now. It would be cool to see.
Hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, well, your turn, man. The last 14 minutes was my topic. So what do you got? What's a lesson that you learned from being on your own?
What is a lesson that I learned from being on my own? I learned not to count on anybody. I mean, of course, to some extent, we all count on each other. Like the
Mhm.
way we live, I mean, we count on the farmers, we count on the teachers. Anyways, I won't get into all that. But all the people around you are part of your life, and it's awesome and it's great and they're loving, but don't expect them to do anything for you whatsoever. When they do, it's great, it's amazing, and it's I feel loved when that happens, and I encourage it. Yeah, come do for me. No, just kidding. But um, that has helped me realize nothing's coming. So I have no letdowns. So people don't let me down these days because
Mhm.
I don't expect anything from them except for them to be themselves. And that's awesome. They get to be. And I don't have to worry about my mind playing tricks on me. They
Mhm.
get to just be. So yeah.
I actually learned, especially honestly, from doing this. One of my biggest lessons, kind of like that, was when I started having guests on. Was not to have expectations either, because you didn't know what was going to happen on the shows. I did a lot of research on what other shows did and how they worked, and it just didn't flow how I wanted. And then I'd have random people on, and I'd have dead air. They would drop off. I'd lose. They wouldn't show up. Um, and it got to a point where I almost stopped, but I'm glad I didn't.
Look at you now.
It's been 6.5 years, going on 7 years. I love it, man.
Yay.
Yep. Met you on TikTok lives.
Here we are. TikTok
Here
lives.
we
TikTok
are.
lives are fun actually.
I
Well,
each
when I'm hosting it, when I'm not hosting it, it's rough.
Yeah. Like when you hop on others?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you prefer being so you prefer being the host?
Yeah, because I mean, I get to stop it when I'm not enjoying it, and mainly because I don't like what I consider pointless talk, for lack of better words. I guess that's what I call it, pointless talk. And I like to have a point behind it. I like to carry on a discussion, and that doesn't happen very often. People come on there like just to hang out. Oh, hey, how you doing? It's
I
sunny over here
it's
today.
funny that you bring that up because we've talked about this, okay? And you don't have to speak on it if you don't want to. But I've noticed that when I go live on TikTok, people show up because they don't wanna do it themselves. They just wanna show up on somebody else's show and
Hmm.
rant.
I
Eh
I want to do that, but I want it to be something with substance, with
Yes,
purpose.
I agree. Have you ever showed up well, you've probably scrolled and just stumbled on lives and, like, interacted, haven't you?
Yes, I have done that.
Some of them can be
And
really fun.
yeah, I have had the opposite experience. I think maybe a few times I have met a few cool people.
Yeah.
But normally I'm not there long enough because of multiple reasons. Either I offend them, or I don't want to hear what they have to say, or they're just going crazy. And that's, I don't know. Sometimes we get crazy though too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely appreciate social media for that aspect because I like that I can just turn a camera off when I'm done with
Right.
people. I don't have to go out somewhere and hang out and interact with people and be like, I got to drive home now, and this just isn't fun. Like
Dude,
this,
right before this, I was thinking about it when I opened up TikTok. And this guy invited me. It was right before I told you I was ready. The guy's walking around and he's getting his peaches opened, and he's not even responding to my chat. And I'm like, dude, is this what you invited me in here for? Like, what's going on? I'm getting some food. I'm getting this. I'm getting that. And he wasn't even looking at all my comments. And I'm like, all right, dude, this is what you invited me in here for? Didn't invite
right?
me up. Nothing. Like, so that's what I'm talking about.
So is that how do you know if they invited you versus the just the app?
Oh, maybe it was just the app. I don't know. Actually, that's a great question. And I'm glad you brought that up because I was
Yeah.
wondering how he invited me.
I'm pretty because it says after your live for so long, it says we're reaching out to your friends or whatever.
See, look, if I haven't given them a heart yet, I know I probably don't wanna be there
Right.
because I always do the hearties.
You're right. You gotta interact, man. I don't wanna show up and watch somebody else do something without interacting with me.
Yeah.
If that's the
Dude,
case, I'm
I'm
just gonna watch the TV screen. That's not why I'm on TikTok.
exactly. Actually, the TV screen would be much better. As a matter of
Yes.
fact, speaking of which, what you didn't learn in school, you ever seen Shameless?
Fantastic show.
Fantastic show. I started watching it again,
Okay.
and and it's great. It's
It
absolutely
is.
great, and this is the prime example of a bunch of kids that are showing a bunch of stuff that they didn't learn in school. They're
Mhm.
learning hard knocks, the hard knock life, right?
Yes.
There we go. That's the definition of
That
it.
is there you
Yeah,
go. Boom,
yeah.
shameless. Watch it.
Boom, done.
Definition.
So I restarted it a few
Mhm.
nights ago, and I'm like, this shit is hilarious.
Because it's so like, it's very accurate as to what a more realistic family is
Yeah,
versus what a lot of the other shows are.
and of course, like that's a real over the edge family. Like I'm not saying they don't
Yes.
exist because I'm sure there is something like that going on today in America,
Yes. Oh,
guaranteed,
guarantee it.
guaranteed.
As a ma I
So
mean, we've had some pretty crazy upbringings. It's a crazy show.
right,
It's a crazy show.
that's why I could look at that and be like, okay, I get
Yes.
it. Yeah, yeah,
Like, you can almost, like, vibe with it, like, 'cause you
yeah.
remember.
Like, yeah.
Right on. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Um, that's funny, man.
Hey, who's in here right now? If you're in here, leave a comment. Let me know who you
Yeah.
are so I can come follow you. I'd love to come check out your stuff.
I've never streamed live on Twitch, but we got somebody tuning in, so,
Yeah,
leave a message, everybody.
if you leave a comment on here, guys, I'll come check out your stuff. That's for
That's
sure.
right. That's right. Me too. Alright, man, I think we hit a couple things, unless you got something else you wanna talk about.
I would say that was very enjoyable. And
That was.
if anybody did watch the whole thing, thank you. Appreciate it. Let us know what we did good, what we didn't.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys around.
I hope so. Catch me on TikTok, son.
Yep, jaw bless I, jaw under is it underscore? Is that an underscore?
I think so.
Okay, jaw
I learned that
underscore
in school.
bless I. That's that there you go. So
I
school
learned
does
that in
teach you
school.
some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I didn't learn things from school. My mathematicians, I can mathematize things. And you can follow
Mathematics.
me, right here or, just look up JG's Lounge, you'll find me. It's
That's
pretty
right.
easy. We'll see you guys later.
Speaking of which, guys, look, hold on real quick, JG. I got to tell him. JG's Lounge, it's a network. It's up and coming. He's doing
Mhm.
big things. And you want to be a part of it, come check us out, man.
Yeah, appreciate that, Jaw. Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.